football. The sport turned global phenomenon that captures the audience through the passion, the joy, the pain, the drama, and the tension in every season, every match, and every moment. The celebratory highs and the tear-jerking lows are what makes this sport so special. Football has reached every corner of the world, with everyone wanting their chance to experience playing in front of a crowd and wanting their big moment in the spotlight. Those that make it in this world have persevered through the agony, the heartbreak, the pressure.
Pickford is down to stop him!
And with sheer determination, they have become victorious. This brings us to our story, which began on the small hidden island paradise of Bermuda, where the football culture is overshadowed by the excitement around Cup Match, an annual cricket series and national holiday where the two sides of the island, Somerset and St George's, go head to head in a friendly competition as a celebration and remembrance of Emancipation Day. Only one football team has managed to capture the attention of the entire nation as they became the subject of a meteoric rise through the levels of Bermudan football and firmly placed themselves in the football history books. This is the story of the extraordinary rise of Flanagans Onions. Everything began at the end of the 2012-2013 season. The Onions had just finished third in the Bermudan Premier Division, their most successful campaign in club history. Little did they know that this season would be the beginning of a devastating decline. The following year saw them drop down the table before being relegated back to the First Division the season after. And although they were immediately promoted back up, they struggled to a second place finish and were relegated for the final time the next year, finishing rock bottom of the table. This would be the last time that the Onions saw the heights of the Bermudan Premier Division. The performances left the players frustrated, tensions ran high, with arguments becoming more and more common in the changing rooms. Several players were forced out of the club by the outraged manager, further damaging the atmosphere in the team. This bad atmosphere meant that any new signings never clicked with the rest of the team, causing results to worsen and the team to slump further down the league table. All the pent-up aggression erupted after the Onions just about survived a relegation battle in the 2019-20 season. Fights broke out between the players and the manager, and with it being impossible to mediate a solution between them, the whole club fell into chaos. All the players had given up, the club was left with no manager, no money, and no hope. For a while it looked like the Onions would be disbanded, but as the board considered their options, there was one manager application from a young Englishman, a man who promised to give everything he had for this club for his name's sake. And his name was Ryan Flanagan. The board were impressed by his level of determination to lead this team back to good fortunes, so they took a gamble and hired him on the spot. For the first time in several years, there was a new excitement around the club. New coaching staff had been signed, the new manager was coming in, and even the former captain, Keston Lewis, was persuaded not to leave until he'd given this new manager a chance. The Bermudan media eagerly awaited meeting this new and unproven manager, although they fully expected him to fail. Everyone knew it would take a miracle to help save this team. But they were completely taken aback by his level of confidence and his desire to rebuild the club to its previous heights. The start of his managerial career was rocky to say the least. The Onions only managed one win in 5 pre-season games. Yet even after this lackluster display, Flanagan was determined to get a good start to the league season. However, the first game ended in a heavy 4-1 defeat to St David's Cricket Club Warriors, causing tempers to flare in the dressing room, with Flanagan giving off to his players about their performances. But through his anger, the players saw passion, and it was this passion that gave them the motivation to fight more for the club. With this newfound motivation and a complete tactical change, the team managed to achieve a 3-0 win in their next game against Vasco da Gama SC Marinas in the Bermuda Challenge Cup. This was the turning point for the Onions, as they went unbeaten in the following 8 games in the league, lifting them to the top of the division.
Here's Seymour, passes to Tucker on the wing. Decision. Oh, he's gone for Lewis just outside the box. Oh, what a goal from Lewis! That is absolutely sensational.
The team was scoring for fun, with Angelo Cannonier reaching an average of over 1 goal per game, and other players contributing throughout, including masterful creative displays from veteran winger Jesse Seymour. They were just 1 point ahead of Vasco da Gama, who were determined to knock their newfound rivals off the top spot. They managed back-to-back 1-0 wins against the Onions in the league and the cup, but Flanagan was not discouraged.
Oh, it's Butterfield taking possession back. There's Stovall, lovely ball over the top. Is he going to finish it? Lovely goal!
The following game saw a defiant 7-win streak before the return fixture against Vasco da Gama in the penultimate game of the league campaign. A draw here secured the Onions the title, but a loss would leave Vasco da Gama within 2 points of them with 1 game left. It was all to play for here, but the Onions still could not get the better of their rivals' defence, who held strong and kept the in-form attackers quiet while securing another 1-0 win at the BAA Goose Gosling Fields. To secure the title, the Onions needed a win against Wolves Sports Club on the final day of the season, and the teams lined up at the BAA Goose Gosling Fields with the trophy on display. As the players marched out on the pitch, Flanagan's encouraging words echoed in their mind, and an Angelo Cannonier hat-trick let them cruise to a 3-0 win, crowning them champions. Flanagan had done it. He had restored the Onions to the Premier Division in his very first season at the club. The team he put together was united under a common goal, and the standout performers were supported by the overall commitment of the rest of the squad, which elevated them to new heights of which the fans had not experienced for several years. But Flanagan was not finished. He sought to make this team the undisputed champions of Bermudan football, and he was committed to achieving that goal. The next season started with a dominating pre-season performance, with many new reinforcements joining the Onions to help them compete in this higher division. Everything was looking up until the departure of Angelo Cannonier left the squad without their most proven goal scorer. Flanagan brought in 2 new experienced attacking players in Bermuda national team winger Lejeune Simmons and veteran striker Wendy Fortune to help fill the gap left by Angelo Cannonier. Keston Lewis was also offered a joint player and assistant manager contract to allow him to carry on at the club after his retirement at the end of the current season. The club fought their way to a draw in the first game of the season before they had to face the league champions Robin Hood FC. The pressure of this team loomed over the Onions players, but they were not intimidated. The Onions fought hard and took down the mighty league champions with a 1-0 win. This was the start of an incredible unbeaten run, with the Onions going unbeaten in the first half of the season.
To Butterfield. Here's Lewis. He's got any options. Lovely little 1-2. Oh, that right there is beautiful football. Wow.
The team had become an unstoppable force, with Wendy Fortune averaging the same goal-scoring record as Angelo Cannonier had done the season prior.
Seymour to Lewis. Stovall right over the top. Oh! Chips the keeper in one swift motion.
And in January, Flanagan searched for new additions to the team to improve the depth quality of the players in case of any injuries. These reinforcements included young prospects Ben Lomas, Luke Cantu and Jerome Johnson, with Cantu and Johnson wanting to make a name for themselves here after failed spells in American Academy football, and with Lomas transferring from the current champions Robin Hood FC. The first game in the second half of the season was the return fixture against Robin Hood FC. Could they salvage anything from this game, with them being close second place behind the Onions? The game ended with a tough 1-1 draw before the Onions carried on with their complete domination over the rest of the league.
Cantu got possession back. To Lewis. Oh, wow!
And with 3 games left of the season, they only needed one more win to secure the Premier Division title. This team, that even with the new additions was predicted to finish mid-table at the start of the year, this team had once again completely exceeded all expectations, and through their sheer determination were so close to reaching their manager's goal. It seemed almost poetic that this possible title-winning game would be against the very team they failed to beat last season, their rivals from the First Division, Vasco da Gama. In the game, the Onions went 1-0 up and then 2-0 up in the first half, but Vasco da Gama were not defeated. They fought back with everything they had and brought it back to 2-1, where it could have even possibly been 2-2. As the game was all but over, a breakaway led to an Onions' third goal and a hat-trick for youngster Jerome Johnson, putting the game beyond any doubt. It was over. Flanagan's Onions were champions of Bermuda. The crowd erupted in joy as they joined the players in celebrating long into the night. This team, this club, faced extinction, but Flanagan had changed all of that. Now they were champions of Bermuda and were in the Bermuda Challenge Cup final. They had a chance to prove that they were the undisputed best team in Bermuda, but would they take it? Let's find out now as we hand over to the live commentary team.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this cup final between Flanagan's Onions and Dandy Town Hornets. I'm here with my co-commentator Pat Murch.
Hi James, I'm well excited to be here for this cup final. Let's see what the teams are.
It should be an exciting game. Should be a very exciting game.
Well, these boys, they've been building up to this for months. They've been training hard, playing hard. I'm expecting big things.
They're still unbeaten, so we'll see what happens.
Yes. Only 2 games ago they won the league.
There's Trey Ming. You have Brangman. Back to Lewis. Oh, crossed it in the middle. Oh, Simmons just over the bar. That's very unfortunate. It's been all Flanagan's Onions so far this game.
They're certainly putting on the pressure.
That's for sure. Oh, we have a throw in here. Robinson. Oh, good clearance from the lad. We've got Johnson.
Perfect chance for a counter-attack.
Oh, which one is through all the defenders? He's on his own. Pass in the middle. Oh, great clearance. Oh, we've got Wolfie's running down the wing. Pass in the middle. He's got loads of space. He's passed the wrong way. Why didn't he just pass behind him? We had a player running up behind him. I don't know about that decision, Pat.
When the pressure's on, James, you're not thinking straight.
Oh, it's half time.
What do you think of that half? Your thoughts?
It's all Flanagan's Onions. Oh, Simmons running down the wing again. Oh, look at the pace on the lad. Go on, Johnson. Oh, just over the bar.
He failed to keep that down.
All Onions so far. Oh, back to training. Here's Wolf. Oh, on the wing. What's he going to do? Oh, lovely ball. Oh, great clearance by Dean. He's been pretty good at clearing those balls in the centre there. Oh, I've got 5 minutes after full time here.
Can someone get the winner in the last few minutes?
By the looks of things, it's going to go to extra time. Oh, great ball. Oh, Bean again, clearing it from the centre.
His defender's been on point today.
Yeah, I know, he's got his noggin on it constantly. Here's Cantu. Here's White. Lewis making a ball to the wing. Oh, lovely ball. Bean again. He has been absolutely tremendous at clearing his ball. Johnson, what a goal. Oh, it's disallowed. I think it's offside there, Pat.
I don't know, James. I think that one might have been on.
There we are. We'll see if there's this call. Yeah, he's miles off.
Oh, he's off by a mile.
Off, yeah. Lovely little offside trap there, I think. Well, that's full time. Looks like it's going to extra time here, Pat. So another half an hour for the lads.
Going to be a lot of exhausted people out there.
It's going to be a lot of tired legs out there. It's going to be a long half for the lads. But they have been the better side this game, I will say. To White, back to Simmons, little 1-2 plays there. Oh, I thought that might have been a penalty there for a minute. Saw him fall over.
I was questionable.
He's training on a free kick. Oh! I think that hit the bar there, Pat.
I really thought that was the one.
Here's White. Nice ball there to Cantu. Lovely ball. Simmons! Oh, it's disallowed. Another offside goal for Flanagan's Onions. Wow, that is very close.
Barely a shoulder.
If he started running there half a second later, I think that would have been a goal, Pat.
I think that would have won the game.
Brangman running down the wing. Always cut inside there. Oh, lovely goal! Oh. Another disallowed goal for Flanagan's Onions. This is becoming a bit... Must be so frustrating for the players. God, look at that.
Just off.
Literally like a big toe offside, I'd like to say. Hornets made... I thought they were going to make an attack there. I haven't seen them make a single attack this game, Pat. I don't know about you.
No, they're slacking.
Completely one-sided. Oh, lovely save. Oh, why? The pace on that to get up all the way through the wing, that is unbelievable. Oh, lovely ball. Oh, Cantu! This goal is onside. Finally, Flanagan's Onions have scored a goal after their many offside ones. That is a great team goal from the lads, I must say.
You could always see it coming.
Easy finish.
They were destined.
Keeper's got no chance. Wrong side of the goal. Lovely stuff from Flanagan's Onions.
I don't know what the defender was doing there, James. He ran off his man.
I must say, the Hornets have been very awful this game, I must say. I can't believe it's only 1-0. Oh, here we are. Hornets are on the attack. They're taking their time to run about there. Passing to the middle, but it's immediately blocked by the first man.
A goal here could make it all equal.
They got Hornets score. They got a corner. The first corner I've seen of this game. Lovely. Shi Huan has caught it right out of the sky.
Far too close to the keeper there.
I think that's it. Oh, it must be it. 1 minute of added time. It's just over. Surely after this, it's over.
The ref's called it.
It's all over.
The victory to Flanagan's Onions.
Lovely stuff. Deserved, I think, I must say, Pat.
Honestly, they've been the attacking team this game. The defence has been on point. Didn't really see the Hornets out there this game.
They didn't really have... I don't think I've seen them have one chance. Here we are. Lifted up the trophy.
Oh, look at the ball dancing.
Hey. Congratulations to the lads.
Here is your confetti, which automatically gets cleaned up.
Yeah, came out in the sky in exactly a perfect square. That is very impressive. I'd like to see how they did that, Pat.
Honestly, James, I don't know how they do it.
Smarter
man than myself.
Here it is again. Lovely stuff. Well, thank you very much. That's been me and Pat for the commentary.
Thank you for joining us, ladies and gentlemen.
No one could have predicted this. The team that 2 years ago had nothing, completely rebuilt from the ground up to be crowned champions of Bermuda. The newly crowned champions sailed to a 3-0 win against fellow title contenders Pembroke Hamilton Club Zebras, with Keston Lewis scoring a penalty on an emotional farewell game before his retirement as a player. This game ended off an invincible season in all competitions for the Onions, proving that they were unstoppable. Flanagan had made it so no one could stand up to the might of this club, of this team, and these players. And to think that 2 years ago the team was almost disbanded, and now they've blown away the competition and have emerged completely victorious. 2 years ago, Flanagan arrived on this island with high hopes and promises of leading the club to glory. And like a farmer, he has sown the seeds of passion and determination in this squad. He has nurtured the players through the season and has watched them grow. These truly are Flanagan's Onions.
In Football Manager, is just making the game harder to play. It's making it more detailed, and so people like me are going to find it harder and harder to do the impossible. But we will. We will guide Flanagan's Onions to the Champions League, and there's nothing you can do to stop us, Sports Interactive.